what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for joining. Let me fix my camera here. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so Pisces, we're gonna take a look into the energy, right? I know you see standing on respect. We're gonna look into that energy, okay? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm live for other messages, other material. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section to let me know how it resonates. If you are joining us during the chat, please, as always, you can use the chat to let me know how it resonates with you as well. Okay, Pisces, let's see who we got in here. Hey, Heart Soul, DP, Bianca, Hard Work, hello, Changes, Change Self, 647, Freedom Soul, Paperboy, hello, Pisces 22, Wounded Healer, Real Life, hey, Gina, Willadine, hey, Trinell, hey, Kelsey, how's everybody doing? Let me share this on the community post. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. Let's see. Okay. Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Angelia, hello. Hello, Bianca, hello. All right, everybody. Hey, Kelsey, Trinell. So let's get started, Pisces. I do apologize for the delay, but I am here. Hope everybody's doing well. Okay, Pisces, we're going to get started looking into your energy about standing on respect. Okay, see what's there, check out the energies around you, and as always, look forward to forward movement because we promote forward movement on the channel, and always healing and growing and doing what we do. Okay, hey Celia, how are you? What messages do we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher? Messages do we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher? What is the energy around Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watcher? All righty. Let's get one more good shuffle here, Pisces. Let's get into it. Okay. Hey, Teresa. I was just thinking about you. So when is Teresa going to be on? How's everybody doing? If you haven't told me how you were doing already, I hope you've been doing great. All right, Pisces, let's look to the energy here. Let's see what we got. Hey, Sean. Hey, 67 Nope. How you doing? Glad to have you. Okay. Still praying for you, Teresa. Sending you prayers and healing. Angelia, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I hope you have, love. All right, Pisces, let's take a look here. Up and down. Oh, no. Okay, Bianca. Glad you're here, though. Pisces. Overall energy, I have the Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I have the World card. Remember, time is fluid in tarot, so this message could have already happened, could be happening now, could happen sooner than you think, okay? Pisces, I feel like for most of your relationships, your love relationships, family dynamics, friendships, even work relationships, I feel like maybe this isn't going on now, but I feel like maybe you have had an issue with respect or feeling like people were testing you or people were coming at you crazy, just kind of like all over the place kind of energy, you know, just like, yeah, the Eight of Cups here. You've had to walk away from a lot of craziness here in your life. And you're constantly walking away from things that don't seem like they serve you or that don't make you feel good in your spirit here. And I feel like there are a lot of people that don't understand that, but you don't care. With the Page of Pentacles, you're giving yourself grace. You're giving yourself time. Oh, wow. 6-7. Nope. Yeah. You're giving yourself grace. You're giving yourself time. You're like, wait a minute. I got to take time to look at what's going on. A lot of you could have been feeling like you were getting this disrespect from all over, like maybe at home, at work, when you go to, why am I here in the bus stop? um, when you go to the laundromat, when you go anywhere you go, you could have felt like, why is everybody testing me today? Or why is everybody somebody there testing me this week? Like, you know, clarify the world. King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, Pisces, you were being tested. You were being tested because Two of Pentacles here. Before we hit an elevation, we're tested. Okay? So the thing about it, with that Two of Pentacles, you could have went right. You could have went left. You could have done a lot of things to meet these people with the same energy. But with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you passed their energy in some way. Okay? I really feel like you surpassed their energy. You didn't give in to it. Okay, you didn't give in to it. You didn't allow these people to bring out the worst in you. Even though a lot of you, you might have wanted it to, with the Magician in the reverse. I think you got your point across, though. Whatever way you were being disrespected, you got your point across. All right. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, honestly, Pisces, I feel like the test here was for you to stand up more for yourself. Okay. You needed to be an advocate for yourself. And sometimes we are pushed by the universe to really do what we need to do for us, because sometimes we won't do it. Hey, Wounded Healer. No, we just started pretty much. Yes, sometimes we will not take care of ourselves like we need to. So we get little nudges and you get tested, so that you'll learn that, hey, you are worth saving. You are worth speaking up for, okay? With the Tower. You ended some situations, Pisces. Two things happened here. You ended some relationships and friendships with people that couldn't respect you, or you ended that cycle of allowing people to disrespect you. You know that you can't face every battle with a fight or an argument, or they're just some people that just are just disrespectful people. You've realized that. But when it comes to being on your job, when it comes to being in your household, when it comes to being in your family, you gotta, relate to them a lot. You have gotten to a place where you refuse to be disrespected. Okay? We got the Page of Swords. And I'm telling you, you got to this place. I don't know if it was recently or if it's been a while, but you got to this place. And now the moment you feel it, the moment you sense that somebody's coming off kind of wonky, you'll start off asking like, okay, what's going on with you today? Because you want to make sure it's not about you. You want, you're just trying to get a feel for the person's energy. And I get that. But you got some people, like I say, they like to test your gangster a little bit. They'll come back with something smart. They'll come back with something slick. And you're like, okay, I excused it the first time because maybe you're having a hard day, right? Maybe you're going through something. I've had bad days too. But sometimes, Pisces, you've learned with the Emperor here, in the past, you've learned that you had to put your foot down. You learned that you have had to just tell people respectfully that you're just not going to tolerate it. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, if I give you respect, I shouldn't receive anything less than that. This is the vibe I'm getting for you, Pisces. Queen of Swords. Hey, Tiffany. Queen of Swords here. And the moment that you did that and you started standing on that, your life changed. Your life changed. That's right, Teresa. Your life changed here. You started being an advocate for your healing. You started being an advocate for your self-care, just for you all around. You love you so much. You had to work on you so much. You're like, wait a minute, I had to do all this self-work. I've been having to work on me and keep myself good. And I'm not going to let anybody just talk to me like that. And I've put so much energy into myself. I know my value. I know my worth. And if I'm not disrespectful to you with the Knight of Cups here in the reverse, why would you be disrespectful to me? Why would you treat me like my feelings don't matter when they do? 10 of Cups. You realize you deserve respect. You deserve consideration, compassion. The Death card is in the reverse here. Yeah. And there shouldn't be anything that come in between that. You've realized it. With the Ace of Wands in the reverse. And a lot of you had to really, really get this idea going in your family. Because you had a few family members that really tested you. They probably still do. Okay. We got the Six of Wands here in the reverse. Could be a fire sign. Why do we have the Six of Wands in the reverse? You could feel like they picked the wrong days. Or they picked the wrong time or something like that. Like, I'm literally hearing somebody say, oh, you picked the wrong time. Four of Wands here. You could feel like they never pick a time when you're really ready to do battle. Okay. You would like for them to pick a time where we have that Four of Wands, but it seems like they always pick a time when you're at peace or when you got a lot going on. Temperance here. And you trying to just remain peaceful and balanced. But what you notice, Pisces, is that you are tested the most when you have peace. And I know this is going to sound eerie. Have you ever, with the Hangman in the reverse here, have you ever had those days where things just seem to be going so good for you? And maybe you went for a week or two. Things seem to have been going so good for you. And it felt odd. You were like, wait a minute. And it's sad that we can have days and weeks of peace and still be looking for something to happen, right? I mean, I guess that's just the nature of the beast, especially living in this world and going through these things that we've all been through. And the moment that you say out of your mouth, things have been so much better, something happens. You get tested. But once you get tested and you pass it, you go right back to having your peace, right? You go right back to having that peace. That's right, Teresa. Yeah. The Nine of Cups. You go right back to having that peace. So the energy that you put out, finds its way back to you. So when you put out the energy of, man, things seem to be going pretty good, you get tested right then. If you start out your day saying, oh my gosh, it's just so much I gotta do. Oh, my day is gonna be swamped. And guess what usually happens during that day? A lot of other things start piling on top of that, just to test to see how you're going to react. But if you start off your day saying, yes, I have an agenda. Yeah, I'm going to get some things done. I'm not going to let it defeat me. I'm good. You'll be able to just do your task smoothly. But the moment you go ahead and you say, I'm going to be swamped with work. I got this going on. I know my boss is going to talk crazy. I know my children going to act crazy. It's just like you manifest your day right then. Because your words are powerful. Your words are powerful. So with that being said, when you notice that people are disrespecting you these days, with the Seven of Pentacles, because of your growth that you have, and the Nine of Wands here in the reverse, when you notice that disrespect, you go ahead and address it so they'll go ahead and get it. You go ahead and address it so hopefully they'll manifest and do better. I'm gonna just be quiet. I get it. And most times I'm quiet too, for the most part. But it just sometimes it's hard. It can be difficult to be quiet sometimes. Most times I am a quiet person. But you know, I think we all just get tested. Give me a little bit more than the Seven of Pentacles here. The Two of Swords. And it can feel like it come out of nowhere, Pisces. You're like, wait a minute, I'm just minding my business. I'm just trying to work, trying to get through these 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever you work, 4 hours. I'm just trying to get through the day. You know, just trying to get through. And you got to really work with yourself. But you can't tolerate disrespect. You just can't. That's right, Teresa. The Fool is in the reverse here. Yeah. Seven of Cups in the reverse. We all know that people have choices, have options here. Like a rude customer service rep or somebody working at the cash register at a restaurant or something, and they're rude to you. There's ways to handle that person. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to do anything like that to them. You know, if they are really, really rude, that's why we have a customer service hotline. So you can report this stuff. If you feel that strongly about it, don't go tit for tat with them. Because a lot of times that's what people want you to do. They come to work with that kind of energy on them. And they just ready to get at somebody. There's ways to handle people without laying a finger on them, without saying anything ill. So, you know, a lot of you are trying to do the right thing. The Three of Swords is in the reverse because you're sick of that. You're sick of feeling like you're being attacked all the time. You're sick of people just thinking that, hey, I'm a nice person, so you know, yeah, they can come on and just say whatever, do whatever. You know? You just gotta show them love. That's true. Clarify the Three of Swords in the reverse with the Page of Wands in the reverse. And sometimes letting a person know that they're coming off rude could sometimes be all that they need to hear. You know, sometimes we're not aware of how we come off to people, right? All of us. And sometimes, you know, if somebody tell you like, man, that was a little rude how you put it or whatever like that, it's like then you'll look at it differently. You'll look at it differently. And you may try to check yourself here with the Sun card. Yeah, you become enlightened. Most people do. But then you got that select few that will not. And you have to handle them a different way. You got to handle them a different way. The Knight of Wands here. I don't like turning people in. With the Knight of Wands, I don't like turning people in for bad behavior, but I will. Especially at a hospital, or you're out and about, or you're trying to do a job interview and the human resources people are being mean to you or not trying to help you. Because if you've ever worked in customer service, you know that we're all supposed to be on point with helping that customer or helping that patient or that client. Exactly, Teresa. Yeah, I try not to. I really do. Because I don't want anyone to get in trouble. But if you are just absolutely straight out the jackbox, I just got that. Something needs to be done about that, you know? With the moon, yeah. Pisces energy here. Something has to be done about that. And so what has happened for me is, you know, usually if I had to file a report, at the end of the conversation, the person will say, well, how would you like for this to be handled? And I say, well, I don't want anyone to lose their job. I would just like for there to be an effective way that this person could still do their job and appeal positively to the public, you know, because I wouldn't want anyone to experience what I experienced today. And that's how I do, you know, that's how I do. But you gotta come off with this Two of Cups in the reverse. You gotta be very nasty for me to get to that place. And this is how I feel like most of you feel. You gotta get you really upset. And then with the King of Swords, you start talking so you can defend yourself, defend your own honor. Because if you don't defend your honor, who will? I always say I'd rather for a person to not like me and still respect me. You know, I'd rather have your respect than for you to like me. Honestly, I would. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Some things, Pisces, you got to a place where you realize you can't let them just slide. You can't let them just keep continuing on. Especially in family dynamics when you have to work alongside a family or your co-workers and stuff. You'd rather have a peaceful environment with the Queen of Pentacles here. You'd rather have a peaceful environment. That's what you thrive on. But I'm proud that you've gotten to this place of not allowing people to just disrespect you, even if it's your family, friends, whomever. You know, I'm proud of that. There's a lot of people put up with stuff they shouldn't put up with, especially in relationships. How are you looking in relationships? Oh, the Chariot in the reverse. This is how you're looking as far as respect in relationships. You're not having it. It's like you can't go forward if somebody is disrespecting you. And you shouldn't. Clarify the Chariot in the reverse. Yeah. Two of Wands in the reverse. They have to try to convince you of a reason why you should keep them if they start disrespecting you. Okay? Because what you do with the Ace of Pentacles, the moment that disrespect comes out of their mouth or their behavior, you start looking at it like, wait a minute, I'm the prize. Wait a minute, I got a lot to offer. Wait a minute, you know, I'm valuable. And you coming off to me like I'm cheaply made or something. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. And that's how you should do. Because a person that has been hurt, that you may meet, like you meet, say if you meet somebody new and they've been hurt, sometimes they'll come and try to project their pain onto you. And do you deserve that? No. No, you do not. Six of Cups here. You deserve somebody that's going to love you the way you love them. And sometimes, Three of Cups, when you're getting to know the person, and if you notice something with the Three of Wands, you have to address it. You have to address it. So it doesn't rear its ugly head later. There's a saying that I've always heard about how it starts out is usually how it ends. So if you start out allowing someone to disrespect you or you're disrespectful, it usually ends with some form of disrespect. Okay, that's right. We do teach people how to treat us. All right, let's look at the energies around you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, Pisces. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of when I'm live. For other messages, please feel free to leave a comment. Let us know how it resonates, okay? All right. Yes, you do treat people. I mean, you teach people how to treat you. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Some things you just cannot let slide. You can't allow it to slide. Okay. So let's look at the energies around you, Pisces. Energies around Pisces. Pisces. Let's look at the energies around you regarding respect. What the energy is looking like around Pisces regarding respect. Over our energy, Pisces, I have the Two of Pentacles here. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Prince of Wands here in the reverse. And the energies around you. Pisces, you have people around you that feel ultimately like they have to respect you in order to, you know, have you around. It's like, clarify the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, gotta give you respect here in order to have you around, to have your energy around. They know this. Here's that Chariots in the reverse again, because they know if you don't have that, you're not going to go forward with them. Clarify that Prince of Wands in the reverse. Oh, yeah. And you don't mind walking away with the Eight of Cups is in the reverse if you have to. So there's somebody that knows, or there's some people that understand. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. You'll walk away from a whole long-term relationship or friendship if it means that you keep your sanity and your peace and you have respect. You've shown this. Oh yeah, Three of Swords. You have hurt someone, Pisces, by walking away, choosing you because of them disrespecting you. But guess what? On the other side of them being hurt by you walking away, they learned a lot. They learned a lot. The Queen of Pentacles. They see you differently now. Two of Cups. A lot of you, their admiration for you grew substantially. Yeah, the Moon, Pisces, that's you. They grew to admire you more because you decided to respect yourself. With the Hermit here, Virgo. You decided to respect yourself. Regardless of what they thought. Hey, Senda. Regardless of what they thought. I know, like with me, my mom is a lot more soft-spoken than I am. And I have always told her, I said, I mean, she can go off when she needs to. But I've always told her, I said, you got to stand up for you. You know? Sometimes we have to give parents or whomever that may be a little older than you or younger than you a pep talk. And she always would tell me, I come from a generation where it wasn't a whole lot of that talking back. And it's not, I said, it's not talking back. It's just pushing people back some. Let them know where you stand. Let them know that you're valuable and you're worthy of respect. And maybe some of you have gotten to that place. Okay? We got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah. So it's like in the past, Pisces, you realize could have been dealing with a Cancer. You realize that if you allow people to just be around you freely and you're not trying to really develop yourself in a way that you won't stand for just anything, guess what? With the Death card, you lose out on you. So you stop doing that. Five of Cups in the reverse. You stop being sad about what people were saying. Hey, Dorisha, you stopped being sad about what people were saying and how they were behaving, and you started speaking up. So they got it, Pisces. Or they get it. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Some of you got to a place you were like, no, no, no. I'm not going to keep feeling all this pain. The person that's inflicting this pain need to know about it too. And they get it. Clarify the Nine of Swords. How did it make them feel? Seven of Wands. Like you were pushing them back. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Hopefully that helped. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Okay. Maybe that helped there. Yeah, it feel like you were pushing them back. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, thank you for letting me know that too. Really appreciate you. And you had to push back. You had to push them back with the Nine of Pentacles. Because they had access to you, or they have access to you. And access to you, you don't charge, but it's not free. You can't just freely walk in and walk over me. Like you can't, or walk on me. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This person knows that. This person knows that they didn't give you the respect. They didn't give you the consideration. Three of Pentacles. Maybe they felt like they didn't have to. I don't know. What were they thinking? Queen of Swords here. They felt like they didn't have to. Why do they feel like they didn't have to respect Pisces? Let's see. Two of Swords and the Three of Cups. They didn't think you would see this as disrespect. Because of your relationship with them, because of the closeness. They didn't think you would see it as disrespect. With the Nine of Wands. But now they have a better understanding of what you meant. They have a better understanding of what you meant. With the Ace of Wands in the reverse. They understood. They understand that they had to continue showing you that they respect you. That was hard for somebody to do for some reason. I don't know why that was hard. Why was this tough for this person? The Two of Wands in the reverse. Maybe they had never been challenged like that before. Maybe they really haven't had, maybe they really haven't had people to tell them like, hey, I gotta have respect. Maybe they've never been faced like that before. They knew they had to respect people, but for somebody to just come out and say, hey, if I show you respect, you got to show me respect. Maybe they never had that. I'm not sure. Because we got the Tower here in the reverse. They could have had people in their lives that would just leave and not really give them an option. I mean, you don't mind leaving, but you at least would give them the option. You at least give them a chance. High Priestess in the reverse. And with the Five of Swords, you may have given them chances to redeem themselves. How does this person feel about Pisces on a deeper level? The Four of Swords. They feel like you will protect yourself at all costs. With the Three of Wands. Told you they look at you differently now, Pisces. I'm hearing pioneer. They feel like you're a pioneer. That's right, Teresa. With the Magician in the reverse. Feel like you're a pioneer. And there's something that you're able to teach someone. With the Magician in the reverse. What do they feel like you're able to teach, Pisces? If a person hasn't quite mastered it, what do they feel like? What do you feel like Pisces can teach? The Princess of Wands in the reverse. They feel like you can teach a person how to stand up for themselves. In a respectful and effective way. But the King of Swords in the reverse. Look at that. And they feel like you're not scared to do that. Some of you, I don't feel like there may have been some people that have protested in here. I'm hearing that. If you haven't protested, you have the spirit of a protester, especially when it comes to you defending yourself and protecting yourself. With the Eight of Wands. Yeah. And then you move forward. I'm hearing proceed with caution. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse Pisces, there could be somebody that proceeds visiting you or calls you. They are proceeding with caution. I'm hearing Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Like, there's somebody that I don't know. They are trying to be, they're very careful with their words and their actions with you. Why does this person feel this way? With the Six of Swords. Because you're choosing you. The Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Justice in the reverse. They are not going to be able to win trying to deceive you. They know that if they come at you crazy, they're going to have something on their hands to deal with. So, this is a person or few people that proceed with caution. Hey, Carlos. And you know who those people are. And you probably feel it every time you talk to these people. But that's okay. You don't want anyone to fear you. You don't want anyone to walk on eggshells. But the people that usually fear you when you're defending yourself, or they feel like they're walking on eggshells when you defend yourself, those are people that are probably accustomed to having control and being able to say what they want to. So they just have to adjust. They have to adjust to not saying whatever they want to say. The Judgment in the reverse. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. When you're standing up for yourself with the Strength card, Leo energy, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just simply saying, I'm worthy of more. But for some people that have never had to hear that, it's a little different. It hits different. It's a major adjustment. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, because you're not taking it anymore. You're challenging people. Ooh, those cards want to come out. You're challenging people to be their best self with the Emperor here. You're challenging people to step into their Emperor mode and really be an effective leader and knowing how to treat people with the Fool card in the reverse, or else it will be hard to maintain anything efficient and positive. Hello, gal. So you're teaching people, as I know you've heard it, and Teresa mentioned it in the chat, you're teaching people how to treat you, and it's working. They get it, Pisces. Like I said, I would much rather for a person to respect me than to like me. Four of Cups. Because if you respect me but you don't like me, you may reject me. But if you like me, let me say this again. You may reject me if you like me, but if you respect me, then you appreciate me. More times than not, people that respect you appreciate you. But if they just like you, they have a tendency not to really appreciate you. That's why if you walk away from any kind of mistreatment in a relationship, and you stay away, you ever notice that person has so much respect for you? But if you stay there and let them keep mistreating you, they lose even more respect each time they're able to do it. Group, and I made it to call average people to stand and protect families. Protesters like Western Borough Baptist. Oh, wow. We lined the roads with flags to block the evil people from harming the family. Oh, wow. Wow, Teresa. That is. Am I labeled in class? Hey, Beats, what's going on? No, you're just in time. You may have to go back for a few minutes, though. How are you? Yeah. So you're earning people's respect, Pisces. Oh, you've earned it. Just by you being you, by you declaring like, no, you don't get to treat me like that. Princess of Swords is in a reverse. Mm-mm. And you won't stand down either. You fight for what you want. And if it doesn't work, then you don't mind throwing in the towel, but you give it a fight. You give it a fight. Wow. I feel like Pisces, this comes from a place where maybe you didn't feel like you were heard at some point in your life. You know, maybe you went through a lot where you felt ignored. So now you're just at a place where you're like, nah, I got a taste of the good life and I like it. I got a taste of what respect feels like and I like it. And you're making sure to give this back too with the Five of Wands. And I say you don't go down without a fight. That's what I'm talking about. You're not going down without a fight. And this is admired by a lot of people, Pisces. You have no idea. Queen of Cups here. By you stepping into your power like this, you're changing generations. You're changing generations, Pisces. You may be one of the first ones in your family to really speak up about respect, about loyalty, about trust. Could have been one of your primary purposes as well. Using that discernment and that intuition. Yep. Seven of Pentacles. Causing a lot of people and situations to grow. And you've gained a lot of respect. Wow. Anything else Pisces need to know? They do. The Sun. And you're happier because you stood your ground, Pisces, with the Sun card. You're happier. You feel better. And this is being seen. A lot of people don't know why you're so happy, but it's because of you standing for yourself. And it's because the universe is responding. You've decided to show the universe that you and the world that you deserve respect. And it's responding. It's giving you your respect. Giving you your respect. And those people that challenge you like that, I believe it was Wounded Healer. I think it was talking about sending them love and light. You know, sending them love. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you have to respectfully tell someone they're wrong. There's nothing wrong with saying it in a loving way. Because a lot of times, everybody, we don't know how we sound to other people sometimes. We don't know how it sounds, and it could be offensive. It could be hurtful, you know. We don't get it. We don't see it sometimes. We don't hear it sometimes. So if someone is coming to you and wanting to give you constructive criticism and letting you know, like, hey, you were you were wrong yesterday. You were wrong, you know. Be open to that. Always be open to change. Always be open to elevating your vibration. Because the more accountability you take for yourself, that's going to elevate your vibration. And you're going to gain even more respect. You know, I aspire not to be a person that can just point out everything and everybody and not check myself. You know, I have to be around people that will hold me accountable, that will hold me to a standard. Just like I want to hold people to one as well. No, we're not perfect. I'm not asking anybody to wear a suit and tie around me or nothing like that. But I stand on respect and I stand on loyalty. And so that's what I go on. But how can I stand for that if I'm not going to be that for somebody else? So I'm not going to tell you anything that I'm not using. You know, do I fall short sometimes? Absolutely. I'm not perfect. But I stand on respect. Nothing irritates me more than somebody disrespecting another person. I can't take it. I can't take it. It bothers my soul. Because everybody deserves love and respect, even if we don't get it all the time. Okay? So definitely, Pisces, I'm so proud of you for standing your ground. I see you are changing lives. Keep doing your thing. You can't go wrong. When you got God first and you're doing the right thing and you're trying with all of your might and all your heart to fight for peace, to fight for just equality and all that in any way that you can, whether it's on your job, in your family, within your friend group or wherever, when you're doing that, you're doing great things. You're doing great things. You may lose some people along the way because you're standing up for a cause. But guess what? Those people sometimes need to drop off. If they're not strong enough to stay with you during the battle, they definitely don't need to be with you during the after party, the celebration party. Once I lose respect, it's over for me. Yeah, that for me too, Gail. For me too. I dated a guy, and the moment that he showed me that he was untrustworthy, and he showed me that he violated a boundary, I lost respect for that man just like that. Just like that. I thought he was so good looking. I thought he was just so, you know how you get infatuated. I thought he was everything. And the moment he disrespected me, disregarded me, um, showed that he wasn't trustworthy and left me hanging, I lost it for him just like that. I didn't care how fine he was. I didn't care what he had to offer. I'm telling you, I lost it just like that. Attraction went from 500 to negative point 0.2. I'm so serious. I lost it for him that day. I did. So it is a real thing. You can lose respect for people, by their actions, by them disrespecting you and not considering you can cause you not to want to deal with them. And I'd much rather leave a person alone than to disrespect them or to be mean to them or do what they've done to me, because you get that back. So I just leave them and I wish them well. I leave them in peace, and this Pisces is where you've stepped up. You've changed the game for yourself. When you start stepping up and standing on respect, that's huge. Because a lot of people are so scared to stand on respect because they think they're going to lose friends. They think they're going to lose their family. If they really rock with you like that, if they really got you, like they say, if they really your family, if they really your friends, and if you call them on their disrespect, your true friend, your true lover, your true family member that's really got you, they're going to look at the situation, they're going to assess it. And 9 times out of 10, if they love you that much, they're going to change. They are going to shift it so you don't feel disrespected. I promise you that. I promise you that. Promise you they will. If they want you in their life, they want your energy around them, they are going to adjust. Excuse me. And always stand on what you believe in. You can't change another person. You can't manipulate a situation to make it work for you, and you shouldn't. But you can stand on something. And when you know it's right, keep standing on it. If they want you around, they're going to change. I'm telling you, stand on it. That's right, Cozy. They are going to change. If they want you around, they're going to adjust. Telling you. I'm not saying be so that they can't be near you, but I'm saying if it's ultimate intolerable disrespect and you feel like you have history with that person or you want to give that relationship a chance, stand your ground. Don't put up with anything that you don't like or you're not comfortable with. And if those people are supposed to be there, if they really love you like they say, they're going to think about it. They're going to get themselves together and they're going to do what they got to do so you can feel comfortable around them. It's when you got to start compromising your standards to suit them is when you need to get rid of them. I'm just telling you. Because if you keep right on chipping away at your standards and you let people treat you any kind of way, after a while, there's not going to be much of you left. And you're worthy of respect. I don't care what people try to tell you. I don't care what they try to convince you of. If you let people walk, as my mom say, walk the dog on you, or you let them knock you around, treat you like you're nothing, after a while, you're going to feel like you're nothing. You need to be feeling like 2 billion bucks a day or more. Telling you, you need to be feeling your best. And you need to know that you're worth so much more. Is it a process to feel like that all the time? Absolutely. I have to give myself affirmations all the time because I'm human. I'm human. But negative thinking lowers your vibration. Thank you, heart soul. Negative thinking lowers your vibration. Not standing up for yourself when you know you can lowers your vibration. But make sure that it's respectful and it's effective when you do it. Don't go tit for tat. Don't give them the same energy as they're giving you. You go higher. You go higher. And some things that you face in life, you don't even have to respond to. You just walk away. Sometimes your absence says it all. That's right, Gail. There you go, girl. Gail says it may take them a minute, but at least we make them think about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you stand on it, I'm telling you, y'all, you can't change another person. You can't change them. You can't do none of that. And you shouldn't want to. You want people to be who they are. Just like DMX said, the late great DMX. Believe people when they show you who they are. Maya Angelou has, an excerpt about that. But he just explained it perfectly. Expect them. If they're a liar, expect them to be a liar. If they're a cheater, expect them to be a cheater. Right? Expect people to be who they are. If they're honest, expect them to be honest. Don't expect them to be anything else. It's when we try to create a different character than what we see is when we get disappointed. Right? So they can be a liar, cheater, all that. And that's them. And you decide if you want that in your life or not. And if they disrespect you, if you mean anything to them, I'm telling you, they're going to think about it. They're going to process it. And even if you don't want to really be with them in a close way, you don't want them really close to you because you don't like certain aspects of their character, they're going to try to adjust because your energy is something that they want in their life. Some people are intimidated by you standing up for yourself. I met a few. It's intimidating for a lot of people. And that's okay. It's okay. I'd rather for them to be intimidated and stay away from me than to be close to me and trying to disrespect me and think they can get away with it. We need to be respecting each other. We can have a good time. We can joke. We can laugh. We can do all of that. But let's have that respect for each other. Don't try to take little cheap shots at me. If I share personal information with you, don't use it against me. You don't need that. Don't pick on me. Don't get joy out of my pain. You got to still love them. That's right, hard work. That's right. That's what you need. And some people you won't ever be able to be cool with like that. Some people are just disrespectful. I mean, let's be honest. They are. Some people are just disrespectful and will not learn until they're forced to learn. And that's okay. We love them all the same. But you just have to stay solid in yourself. And especially in relationships. Y'all, I have learned so much and I'm still learning. If you meet, I don't care how fine the woman is, I don't care how fine the man is. Do not let somebody get away with disrespecting you. Just because you want to date them, you want to get with them. No. No. Because if they figure out they can disrespect you, they're going to keep doing that. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It is going to get worse. If somebody stands you up on a date, if you get stood up and stuff like that, and they don't have a viable reason, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. Making a promise and not trying to make it happen and not explaining why they couldn't do it, that's disrespect. That's playing with your mind and playing with your time. Don't tolerate that. Talking to you crazy, trying to show off in front of their friends, that's disrespect. Talking crazy to you in front of their kids, talking crazy to you in front of their family, that's disrespect. Ignoring your feelings, that's disrespect. That's right, Gail. That's it happens. That's disrespect. Don't tolerate it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of consideration. You are worthy of compassion. You are worthy of someone listening to you. The right people don't mind hearing you out. You know, some people don't have the capacity to hear about certain traumas in your life because it triggers them, right? And we respect it. But it's the people that never want you to talk about anything you got going on, but they always want you to listen to them. That's disrespect. And you can't tolerate it. Most times in relationships, people want to control you. Oh, really? Wounded healer, oh, really? Yeah. Telling you, most people want to control you, y'all. If they feel like they can control your emotions, then they got you. They don't want you to be your own person because that challenges them to rise to the occasion. And you got your own mind and you speaking up for yourself, you gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm gonna tell you that. When you don't just go with the crowd, you gonna make a lot of people upset with you. It makes them uncomfortable. They're like, oh my gosh, because they can't manipulate you. That's all it is. You don't just fall for just anything. You don't fall for just anything, and they know that. That's right, Teresa. If you love, she says, if you love yourself, disrespect from others will be rare. That is so true because that is so true. They will sense that you love yourself so much that they'll know, oh, I can't talk to this person unless I show them love, unless I show them gratitude, being nice to them. I can't just run up on them any kind of way. They can sense that. And they can sense insecurities as well. They can sense that. I'm sure you can sense stuff in people, and you got some people that will try to trigger your insecurities just because. Just because. Just to control you. Just to control you. It really makes me ill whenever a man or a woman gets with someone, trying to date someone, and they start out showing all this interest. They start out showing all this interest, and then like 6 months in or less, they start talking about the person. Oh, you're too fat. Oh, you're too this. Or you're too that. And that person was fat or skinny when you met them. If they got pregnant, maybe they put on some weight. But a lot of times somebody's body structure is what it is when you meet them. So it's like, why would you do that when you're into the situation? Control. Want you not to feel good about yourself for whatever the reason. You know? You got to watch stuff like that. That's disrespect too. Mm-hmm. That's disrespect too. Yeah. I believe that, Teresa. I believe that. And then I've seen where some people do that stuff either to push them away or to trigger an insecurity so that person can feel low about themselves and then they can control them. You know? Uh-huh. Thank you to Patricia for the $10. Thank you so much for the $10 sticker. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oops. Yeah. So, and you got to be careful of that stuff. It's because playing mind games with someone is disrespectful. It just is. Why would somebody have somebody as wonderful as you, right? As your or as all of you. Somebody has somebody like you that's wonderful, smart, beautiful, handsome, talented, and they want to play games with you. It's because they know that you're all those things that I just mentioned. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're handsome, you're goal oriented, you're loving, you're caring, and they want to break you down to control you because they don't want anybody else to have access to that. When people do speak up, they know it's for real. We rarely call people out. That's right, Gil. That's true. I don't like calling people out. I don't. Cause for a moment it puts me in a low vibe. For a few seconds. But sometimes you need to do it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to do it. You need to. Yeah. Hey, Cindy. Yeah. So just remember that, everybody. I don't tolerate disrespect, especially not from a clown. And I say anybody that comes into your life that try to make you feel less than, that's a clown, y'all. Why would you come into somebody's life that you know is a great person? That's a straight up diamond, a diamond, and you want them to feel bad about themselves because that's a clown. That's a clown putting on a show. Putting on the show. Think about the Cinderella story. Think about it. They didn't even want to give her a chance. They knew she was beautiful underneath that, those old clothes she had to wear to clean up and stuff. They knew she was beautiful. She could sing and all that stuff. They didn't want her to believe in herself. So they would pick on her and try to break her down. That's what people do. Some people are like that. Not everybody, but some people. And if you stick around energy like that long enough and you don't disrespectful energy and you don't move out of its way or get away from it, you will start believing the lies that they're telling you. Nobody's gonna want you. You're fat, you're ugly, you're too skinny, you're this, you're that, you're too dark, you're too light, you're not tan enough. I mean, whatever they say. Your lips are too big, your lips are too small. I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. That's I have a physical much groups. It has taken me decades to rewire the negative pain and bad self-talk. I believe it, Teresa. I believe it. I believe it. Because those things you went through, that first one you mentioned, because I can't really say it out loud on YouTube, that first one, that's one of the hardest ones to work through, is that emotional. I start this year off with a prayer of asking and receiving to be balanced in my emotions. Yeah, 6-7, that was a great prayer. That was a great prayer. It does. It goes deep. And especially if you experience some things when you were a child and then you meet someone that triggers that, then you got to go not only heal that child version of you, you got to work on the adult version that was triggered by, that triggered the little you. It's a whole process, y'all. Jealousy as well. That's disrespect. Somebody being jealous, accusing you of things, or you don't need that stuff. Lying on you, trying to turn your friends against you, trying to turn, and if they're your real friends, they're not going to turn on you. All kinds of stuff that we allow sometimes just to have somebody in our lives, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You got you for the rest of your life, however long that is. All you have is you, right? You got you for the rest of your life, and you got to take care of you. You got to take care of you so that the universe will respond and other people will want to take care of you. But first, you got to do it. Yeah, a lot of people are envious of your talents, envious of who you are. Hey, Charlene, how are you? You know? And they try to break you down so that you don't believe in yourself. You can't allow that. You can't allow that. You can't allow that. You got to know that you're worthy of so much more. You just are. Gaslighting. That's true. Gaslighters. That's true. One to hit. And there's a lot of them. Excuse me. A lot of them. And people gaslight for control. Some people want you to feel like you're nothing. They want you to feel like you're nothing so that they can keep you around. Isn't that sick? Because it's like, if he or she finally sees their worth, they're going to leave me. You know? And I pray that if any of you are in something like that now, that I pray that you see your worth. And I pray you think about that situation for the long term. Is that how you want to live your life? You only get one life? No. Mm-mm. It is sick. Yeah. You have people like that. You will run into people that are like that. You got people like that that have been like that all of their lives, preying on somebody's downfall just to have control over them. Like I always say, if you look at it, most times people have more people, like instead of attending their graduations and weddings, people have more people attending their funerals than times where they're being celebrated. And that's sad. They rather see you. Check it out. That's where the disrespect runs so deep. They rather see you when you can't respond and you can't say anything than to show up for you when you're having a great moment in your life. Isn't that something? They rather show up when you can't speak up for yourself than to show up when you can give them recognition for showing up. They want to give you your flowers and you can't smell them. Instead of giving you your flowers and appreciation when they can see you and talk to you, touch you, give you a hug. They rather try to give you flowers and kiss your forehead in the casket when you can't say a word. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. I aspire to create a legacy. So at least people can say one day when I'm no longer here, that woman right there, she really did her job. She made a difference in this world. She did what God wanted her to do. She did what God wanted her to do. Her job was to make a difference in her family and the lives of people that she touched. And she did her job. She wasn't a perfect woman. She learned from her mistakes, but she did her job. That's the kind of legacy I'm trying to create for myself. And I try to do that every day by just having a higher vibration, thinking positive, treating people the way I want to be treated, like my mom has always taught us to do, me and my brother, and just being true to me and protecting myself. You know, praying for you, real life. Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, people gonna talk about you to the day you die, y'all. And even then, they gonna come to your funeral or your wake or whatever, and they still gonna talk about you when you can't talk. That's how sick the world is. That's why you gotta be solid within yourself. Don't put up with disrespect. Always be a person that gives respect, that deserves respect, and that receives it. All because you give it and you deserve it. Thank you, Wounded Healer. Telling you. Don't let people make you feel bad for being you. Don't do it. Sis, if that man left you because he couldn't have his way, he's somebody else's problem. Bro, if she left you because She didn't like the way you were rocking, and maybe you didn't make enough money for her. She's somebody else's problem. Did he really deserve you? Did they really respect you? Probably not. When they want to come crawling back, why? And why let them come back? They didn't get it right the first 800 times. What makes you think they're going to get it right this time? It's time for us to see our value. It's time for us to understand that we deserve more than what we've been receiving. That's right. It's time, because each time you let somebody come back in your life that has already disrespected you, they're going to break you even further down. Because then they're going to say, okay, I got her. I got him. I got back in. So now I can finish doing what I was doing the first time. Hey, Para. That's what they think, y'all. So if they were already breaking you down before, if you let them come back, they're going to do it 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So while you still have the ability to win and take your power back, take it. If you already got your power back, keep it. You tried with this man or with this woman several times, and each time, I'm going to say it, they gave you their behind to kiss. Let's be honest. They gave you their behind to kiss, and you tried and you tried and you tried. You tried and you tried. And you don't deserve to go through that. Somebody can switch up on you when they feel like it. That's not good for you. Nah. Let them stay out there. They want to be out there. Let them stay out there. Let them watch you shine. Just maybe they'll get a little sunlight. But in the meantime, let them watch you shine. They didn't want to respect you. They didn't want to love you right. Or properly, I should say. Let them see you shine. He's living in his parents' basement as we speak. Well, real life, probably the decisions he made got him there. I'm just saying. I'm not picking. Everybody's situation different. I'm just saying. And don't do it. It can send you to your... Wounded healer. It's a real situation. And stress is a killer. Y'all, if you got a lot of stress from dealing with your family and a relationship or whatever you got that stress from, you need to do something to alleviate the stress. And sometimes you can't get rid of your family. You can back up from them. But if you got somebody in your life that's toxic, a man or a woman that you dating, and you know they're not good for you, you already know what to do. I'm not going to tell you to leave because guess what? That's not my job. I'm never going to tell you to leave. My job is to show you your value. My job is to show you forward movement. My job is to let you know what the energy is looking like and how can we get better. Self-improvement. My job is to listen to you, be there for you. I'm not going to tell you to leave. I'm going to tell you all the reasons why it would be great for you to. I'm never going to tell anybody to leave their partner. If you do, that's a personal choice. But I know you deserve better. You deserve better than what you've been getting. And they know it too. They just hoping that you don't figure it out. So that they don't have to step their game up. Yep. So they don't have to step their game up. They rather come back to you and break you down some more so they can stay low vibrational. That's true. So I hope this message helped you tonight, everybody. I thank you so much for coming in. I don't think we need to do any forward movement with this discussion we've had at the end. Seems to be enough for the forward movement tonight. But I thank you so much for coming in and listening to this message. Thank you for your patience with the live, okay? So make sure we like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. Let me address that last comment. We want people to grow. We do, Gail. We definitely want people to grow. And the thing about growth is that it happens at different times for people. We're all on different paths at different times. But as long as we stay in encouraging light, I think we'll do well. Nothing is perfect. Nothing happens overnight as far as change, but definitely we want people to grow and be better. Absolutely. Thanks for pointing that out, everybody. Thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live tomorrow, if the Lord is willing. And leave a comment. If you're watching this after the stream, I love to hear your comments. I do read them, everybody. And I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I believe, who was that? Patricia, thank you so much again for your $10 super chat tonight. Super sticker. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Once again, I can't thank you enough. Thank you for your gifts, your donations. Thank you for your super chat, super thanks. Thank you for just everything. If you've ever purchased a reading, and I have a few readings scheduled, as a matter of fact, if you're interested in scheduling a reading with yours truly, please check out my website. If you'd like to check out my Amazon wish list, no pressure. That link is in the description box below. Thank you, everybody. Make sure before you leave, look below this video. See, if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe. After you subscribe, click that little bell icon beside of that word subscribe so you can join us tomorrow and many days ahead, okay? Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, okay? Stay safe and blessed. Remember, you are worth it always, okay? All right, take care. Bye.